All right, I'd like to invite everyone to please find a seat or gather around so we can get our program started here. All right, we got a few more chairs if anyone wants to sit down. Otherwise, we'll get going in just a minute here. I couldn't gauge the chairs right. I didn't want to put too many. I didn't want to look empty. All right. Good morning. I'm Steve Meyer, Superintendent at Clinton Public Schools, and I'd like to welcome all of you to today's groundbreaking ceremony for the new Clinton Middle School. Obviously, as you can see behind me, we've broken quite a bit of ground already. But it's still important, as we embark on the construction process, to take the time to celebrate milestones and to acknowledge and hear from some of the people that have made this project possible. We're joined here today by State Senator Cronin, Representative Kilcoyne, and Mary Piketty, the Executive Director of the Massachusetts School Building Authority, also known as the MSBA. We're also joined by local officials today, with representatives from the Select Board, the School Committee, the Permanent Building Committee, and the Town Manager in attendance today. We also have some former members of the school committee with us today. I'd also like to acknowledge some members of the school community. We're joined here today by a few former superintendents, as well as representatives from our staff and our students. I'd like to recognize our project team as well. This process started by getting an invitation from the MSBA to start a feasibility study. We then selected an owner's project manager, Doran Whittier, who helped to guide us through the rest of the process, ultimately selecting our designer, LPA, and our construction manager, Fontaine Brothers. And finally, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the citizens of Clinton. While we're grateful to have the MSBA as a partner to make this project possible, we would not be here today without the approval and support of the Clinton community. And I want to thank the community for making this investment in our students and their future. So now, it's my pleasure to introduce Clinton Middle School Principal Tyler Steffi, who will be joined by student representatives from the Clinton Middle School 5th and 6th grades, and they will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and share a few brief remarks. Come on up.
Please join me in facing our United States flag and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, just step right down onto the concrete, but stay in line. Yep. Good. You guys go right over there by the shovels so people can take pictures. Good morning. My name is Tyler Steffi, and I am proud to serve as the principal of Clinton Middle School. It's a true honor to play a small part in this new chapter of Clinton's rich history and bright future. Since stepping into this role, I've come to learn so much about what makes Clinton such a special place. I've learned that Clinton is a town defined by hard work, rooted in a proud and unique history, and strengthened by a close-knit community that looks out for one another. Most importantly, I've seen how deeply Clinton values and prioritizes its children. Whether at the Vale Street Park, Central Park, Fuller Field, or the Splash Pad, or in countless other spaces in town, Clinton shows through action its commitment to caring for the next generation. What greater example of that commitment could there possibly be than the new Clinton Middle School rising just in front of all of us? This building is more than just bricks and mortar. It is a reflection of Clinton's belief in its future. This morning, I am privileged to introduce 5 outstanding Clinton Middle School students who are currently in 5th and 6th grade and will be in 7th and 8th grade when we enter the new building. Caleb, Giovanna, Femi, Emily, and Cam. Each of them will share a brief reflection of what it means to look ahead as student leaders, imagining themselves in the 7th and 8th grades, learning and growing in this incredible new building just 2 years from now. I am so excited to introduce you all to Giovanna Dornelas.
Good morning. My name is Giovanna Dornelas. I'm in 6th grade in Miss Cowhead's homeroom. When the new Clinton Middle School opens, I will be in 8th grade. When I think about the new building I am most excited for, this new school means a new opportunity, new dreams, and a bright future for all of us.
Caleb, you're up.
Good morning. My name is Caleb Mossy. I'm in the 6th grade. My homeroom teacher is Mr. Santasanias. When I'm in the new middle school opens, I will be in 8th grade. When I think about the new building, I am most excited for because I will be the first one in it.
Nice job, Caleb. Kim Alvarado, come on up. Slow out. You got this.
Good morning, my name is Cam Alvarado. I'm in the 5th grade in Miss Como's homeroom. When the new Clinton Middle School opens, I will be in 7th grade. When I think about the new building, I am most excited to play basketball in the new gym.
Emily Brunel, come on up to the stage. You got this.
Good morning, my name is Emily Brunel. I am currently in the 5th grade in Miss Pasquini Bettini's homeroom. When the new middle school opens, I will be in the 7th grade. When I think about the new building, I am most excited for all the new classrooms.
Nice job, Emily. And last but not least, it's my pleasure to introduce you all to Femi Obutu.
Good morning. My name is Femi Obutu. I'm in 5th grade in Miss Bettini and Miss Pasquini's homeroom. When the new middle school opens, I'll be in 7th grade. When I think about the new building, I'm most excited for the new outdoor dining because you can enjoy nature and fresh air while eating. I'm also excited for the media center where we could read, explore, create, and connect with new tools and ideas.
Thank you, Dr. Meyer.
All right, well, there's no reason for the rest of us to talk now, right? All right, no, great job. I know it's hard to get up and talk in front of adults when we're just shoving a microphone, but you guys were all well prepared, and thank you for that. You did a great job. At this time, I would like to introduce the first of our guest speakers, the chair of the Clinton Select Board, Julie Perouse.
No need to move the mic. I'm the same height I was in the 6th grade. So just thank you everyone for being here. I just want to, thanks to the kids for sharing their thoughts. It's really important. And thank you to everyone who has been involved to bring this project where it is today. But today I'm here to thank the citizens of Clinton for supporting this project. 2 stories why. My daughters are in high school now, but I was their youth basketball coach when they were younger. Those games brought us to a lot of middle schools in the area, and my heart always broke a bit when the team would walk in and be like, wow, look at this school, it's so amazing. They're often just in the lobby or in the gym, but it really made me think of the school environment and how it impacts their learning. And many team families went on to support this project even though their kids will never be students in this building. A lot of people voted at the polls and at town meeting to support our youngest citizens, and that shows the great character of Clinton and who we are as a town. So I'd also like to share a quick a story about a stint I had as a substitute teacher here. On my first day, I was standing in front of a classroom full of 5th graders, and someone just walked through the classroom, and I kind of stood there like dumbfounded, and the 5th grader said to me, that's the only way you can get to the next classroom, is to walk through our classroom. And I was just kind of like mind blown because it was just so disruptive, and I thought the kids deserved more. So again, I'm happy that little Clintonians in the future will be surrounded by a great space to learn. And for me, we're not just building a school, we're strengthening the fabric of our community. So thank you, Clinton.
Thank you, Julie, for those remarks. Now I'd like to welcome State Representative Megan Kilcoyne.
Hey everybody. Oh, I might adjust this a tiny bit. I'm so happy to be here with everybody today. For those that don't know me, my name is Meg Kilcoyne, and I'm state representative for Clinton, among other towns as well. But today is just such a special day and a momentous occasion, I think, for me to be here. I'm now in my 3rd term as state representative, so I was elected roughly 5 years ago. And I remember 5 years ago, conversations were happening over the need for a new school for the students. Dr. Meyer, members of the school committee, select board members, members of the town, all started talking about how we all have to work together to get this project off the ground. And I felt fortunate to play a small role in that, in working with the Massachusetts School Building Authority to bring what is a very long and involved process to fruition. So to be here today, when we're finally about to break ground on what's going to be an incredible new school, is just so exciting. And I think to give a sense of how now is the time to do this, I was having a conversation with my Uncle Pat Prendergast, who told me he was the first class to set foot in this middle school. And I did check this with Mike Ward, who was also in his class, and he did confirm that they were the first class in the 1970s to enter into this school building. And to give a sense of how much time has passed from that day to now, tonight he's going to watch his oldest son get married. So that just gives a sense that how many generations have passed through these halls, who have learned, who have gone on to the high school, gone on to their future. And to see this generation before us today, and the hope that they will soon be entering into a state-of-the-art building that will be cultivated to have the best outcomes possible for educating our kids, is so exciting. So I'm so happy for these kids. I'm so happy for the future generations of students that are going to get to work and learn in a beautiful school. And I think today really reflects an investment in our future, in our town, in our community, and it's a cause for celebration. So I'm so happy to be here with you all today to do that. And yeah, thank you all so much.
Thank you, Representative Kilcoyne. And now turn it over to State Senator John Cronin.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and thank you. I want to start by just expressing my gratitude to Dr. Meyer and his team. He put in a lot of the legwork to sell this to the community, and these projects are not easy to put together and to pull off. Just one kind of anecdote. One generation ago, 25 years ago in 2000, in my home city of Fitchburg, they built a new high school. It was $25 million to do. One generation, 25 years later, the same project of similar size, scope, and scale would be approximately 10 times that cost, which is pretty remarkable. So, if you wait, these things don't get easier or cheaper to do. And I loved what Julie, what you said about how the community support of this project speaks to this town's character. Clinton is a special place. It's a town that thrives. It's a rich community, because people choose over and over again to invest here in themselves in the future, and that's what we're here to celebrate today. So to Michael Ward, to the members of the Select Board, to the school committee, the building committee, today is a great day to celebrate the continued progress for the town. And I'll end by just saying thank you to the voters. Thank you for supporting this project. Thank you for coming to the polls and voting for it. And there's going to be a generation of Clintonians that benefit from it. So thank you.
All right, so the one thing I will say is, and I appreciate your remarks, Senator Cronin, but when people say that I helped sell the project, right? One thing I like to say is, I think what we did was we just tried to present the information. And I think what made that what helps you when you want to do that is the MSBA process. And that when you work with the MSBA, it really guides you down to make sure you're exploring and doing your due diligence so you are making the right decision for the town. So, that being said, I'd like to welcome the Executive Director of the MSBA, Mary Piketty.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here today. Certainly on behalf of Treasurer Goldberg, our Chief Executive Officer, Jim McDonald, and all of us at the MSBA, we're so very happy to be here with you to celebrate. This is an incredible milestone. It takes a lot to get here. It's already been mentioned by the previous speakers. Process started 5 years ago, easily, if not more. The conversations along the way, exploring all options, working together as a community, conversations, and some more conversations. That's what it takes for a community to get here today, to hear the wonderful sounds behind me of the work starting and in progress. We certainly are pleased to have been working with Clinton as well as its project team. Excuse me. Doran Whittier, Lamero Pagano, Fontaine Brothers, experienced individuals which will help guide you through the rest of the project and build a quality building. I do have notes here about what I was going to say about the building, but I think the kids said it best of all. It's about all the spaces that this new building will bring to them. Not classrooms that people walk through to get from one place to another. Certainly, there are many of those built in Massachusetts, but certainly the types of educational spaces that we now know are needed. Differentiated type of spaces for differentiated type of learning. And I love the comment about the outdoor garden and how that will bring the ability to work both outside and learn things outside, and bring that also back inside with you as a learning experience. Certainly the district's choice to make sure that they have an energy efficient design with solar on the roof and geothermal wells, that's the signs of the future, that our state will live in, that our students will live in, and that our whole community will thrive in. We also look forward to the fact that this new school is going to provide this environment for grades 4 to 8 for over 700 students, generation after generation. No project like this gets done, as was mentioned, without the local leadership. It's too many to mention. Certainly the committee representatives, school committees, school building committees. It takes the entire community to get here. So I commend them for their investment and their commitment for the last 5 years and for the next several years to bring it online. I also certainly want to thank our partners in the legislature. Without their support, without their creation of the Mass School Building Authority, we wouldn't be building new schools all across Massachusetts. Best part of my job is to come here to these events and see the progress and visit the new schools that are opening. Many visits this fall to schools opening their doors to new students, new opportunities. So thank you for the continued support and the recent legislation that in fact expanded our program. It's that sort of leadership at your end that enables the communities to continue the work. So with that, thank you so much for having us join you today. We look forward to coming back for the ribbon cutting. And just for this point and to reach this point, congratulations to everyone. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Pichetti. So this will conclude the speaking portion of our ceremony. And what we're going to do now is we're going to invite groups to take some ceremonial groundbreaking pictures. I asked and I made sure that that dirt is instrumental to the project. I mean, if we don't move that dirt from here to there, can't get done. So we'd like to let everyone who would like to get a picture to get a picture. Okay, so I'm going to start by calling up a couple groups just to make sure we get them. But then if there's a group out there and you want to say, hey, we'd like to get middle school staff or whatever you'd like to do, while we're here, we've got plenty of shovels, we have plenty of picture takers, so we can go ahead and do that. But to get started though, what I'd like to do is invite everyone who spoke today, so our students, our representative, senator, executive director, to come on over, and we're going to start with the first picture with all the speakers from today. Come on over here. Plenty of shovels over here.
Guys.
Yeah, no, thank you. Exciting. Looking forward to the ribbon cutting. If anything comes up, I can help you.
Everyone come on behind the dirt. There we go. Gotta get you behind so you get centered in the front.
Oh, nobody gets to be king of the hill?
What's that?
Nobody gets to be king of the hill?
Well, you don't want to throw it at each other, I think. Is
Why not? Food fight?
All right, if we could have members of the school committee and the Board of Selectmen please join us, and we'll try to get those pictures taken.
right.
All right, why don't we have the school committee members, and if you're a former school committee member and you want to jump in too, we can get school committee members over here. Yeah. Right behind the pile of dirt. You're going to get your dirt picture with your shovel. All right, members of the school committee. All right, thank you. We have members of the select board. Members of the select board, I think are here. Do they want to? Does
I've been in that library.
what do we got? Where's Mary Rose? Is she still here? Mary Rose, you're being paged for your picture.
Get her up here.
There we go. All right, members of the building committee, permanent building committee and building committee. Hey, where's Mike? Mike and I can join you. We'll have a quorum.
We want shovels. We brought the kids. Just so you know, it's not like we go right from here to a book fair. Sorry, Bill. Town hall. Yeah, we have the auditorium. We have the whole. Yeah, $1 snacks. We will have snacks. There'll be a kids zone. There's a book fair. Come beat the rain. Okay. Listen, we're smart.
Okay, I think at this point we can kind of open it up a little more. I think maybe we want to do a middle school staff photo or staff photo if we want to do that.
Listen, we that's what I'm saying. How do you know this happened? Yeah. Me and Sue.
we're doing a PTA photo. Would you gentlemen like to do a superintendent's photo? There you go. Good job. All right, we'll get the superintendents up here real quick.